Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Akos here from ATechFlow, and today we will checking out this controller, the AceGamer T50 Pocket Controller. This is a super compact portable controller that works not only with PC and Mac, but also with Nintendo Switch OLED, iOS devices and Android phones, so it's designed to work across pretty much all of your gaming platforms. I actually have two of these, one black and one white. I've been using the white one on my PC and the black one on my MacBook, and I've been testing both properly with Wuthering Waves to see how they perform in real gameplay, not just on paper. So as usually, let's start with the unboxing. So inside the box, things are kept pretty simple. You get the controller itself, a USB-A to USB-C cable for charging or wired play, and some basic documentation. No extras, no accessories, but honestly, for a compact controller like this, that's totally fine. You've got everything you need to plug it in, pair it up, and start gaming straight away. Let's speak about the first impression and the build quality. When you first take the controller out, the size is the first thing that stands out. This thing is genuinely small, properly pocket-sized, but what surprises me is that it doesn't feel cheap at all. The plastic feels solid, buttons have a nice click to them, and the analog sticks feel smooth with decent resistance. For something this compact, it feels well put together, and nothing feels loosey or flimsy. And now this is where the AceGamer T50 really stands out. On the back of the controller you've got two rocker buttons, and this is what AceGamer calls the rocker lift operation. Basically, when you press these buttons and push the analog sticks down at the same time, the analog sticks retract and sit completely flush with the controller body. That is actually such a smart feature. Once the sticks are hidden, you can throw this into your pocket, backpack or laptop sleeve without worrying about damaging the analogs or bending them. Then, when you're ready to play again, just press the rocker buttons and the sticks pop back up. It's simple, it works reliably, and it makes this controller genuinely pocket-friendly. Now let's speak about the colors, the ergonomics, and how is it feel to use them. I've got both colors here. The white version looks really clean and minimal, almost console-like. However, the black version feels more stealthy and traditional, and personally I liked how it looked next to my MacBook. In terms of comfort, this is clearly designed for portability. For short to medium gaming sessions, it's comfortable enough. But if you got big hands or you're planning long sessions, you probably still want a full-size controller. And the setup was really straightforward. The controller supports Bluetooth and wired USB-C, and I tested both modes. On both PC and MacBook, Bluetooth pairing was instant. No drivers, no issues, no disconnects. Wired mode is obviously the best option if you want the lowest possible latency, but Bluetooth performance was still solid and reliable during gameplay. And now let's talk about the real-world gameplay test. This is where I spent most of my time testing. I played Wuthering Waves on both systems, full combat sessions, dodging, quick camera movements, skill chaining and exploration. On the PC, using the white controller, Bluetooth performance was smooth and consistent. Movement felt responsive, dodge triggered exactly when I expected, and I didn't notice any missed inputs during combat. On the MacBook, using the black controller, I mostly played in wired mode. Here, the input felt even tighter. Camera control was precise, analog sensitivity felt balanced, and buttons registered instantly during fast combos. Even during more intense fights, the controller never felt like it was limiting my gameplay. You can definitely feel the difference between wired and Bluetooth if you are paying attention, but both modes are absolutely usable, especially for casual or portable gaming. And now let me quick mention the battery life. Actually, the battery life has also been solid. AceGamer rate it's around 8 hours, and from my real-world use that seems pretty accurate, 7-8 hours, yeah. Charging is done via USB-C and it doesn't take long to fully charge, which is nice if you are using it regularly. So to wrap things up, after using the AceGamer T50 on both PC and Mac and actually playing Wuthering Waves with it, I can honestly say this is an easy recommendation. If you are looking for a small portable controller that you can just throw it in your pocket or bag, the retractable analog sticks make a huge difference, and performance-wise it holds up way better than I expected for this size. It's not meant to replace a full-size controller for long gaming sessions, but for travel, casual play or a compact setup, it does exactly what it's designed to do, and it does it well. Big thanks to AceGamer to sending me these products over, it was a pleasure to review it. I will drop the link down below in the comment section so you can buy it for yourself. Honestly guys, for that price, it's absolutely amazing. I highly recommended these. It was Akos from ATech Flow. It was a controller from AceGamer. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.